Okay.
Down.
19A, that's right.
Yep.
Caldwell Tower, Skyhawk 677 Delta Mike, holding short of 28, ready to depart.
Tower 677 Delta Mike, Caldwell Tower, wind 24 at 5, runway 28, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 28, 67 Delta Mike.
Right.
It's already on
Oh,
altitude.
Okay.
Mixture,
Oh, I see.
lights,
Rear lights, switch the...
and
whoops.
window. Okay.
Rotates. Go past.
Okay.
Should I normally be higher crossing Lincoln Park, or is this fine here?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
They have the same traffic pattern altitude. You want to be... You
Okay.
want to make sure that if you pass it through the traffic pattern, you want to be 500 feet
Okay.
higher.
Alright, yeah, we're there now. Okay.
Tower 7 Delta Mike, change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved, have a good day. 7 Delta Mike.
You can leave it, you can like, put the volume down, I mean it's up to you.
Put it down.
Just do not forget that you
Right.
put it down when you will be coming back.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they call 10 miles of visibility.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how looks the 3 miles of visibility?
Yeah.
Just one cloud. So weird. Oh no, it's not one.
Yeah, there's a few.
Yeah, on the
Small
left
ones.
of us. Alright.
We're out of the Bravo when we're even with this edge of the reservoir here.
Yeah, it's
and the
better to
road,
come
yeah.
to the edge
All
of
way
the
to edge.
reservoir. It's a little
Little-
closer, but
Yeah, better
Yeah. to
better
make
than-
sure that you cleared it.
avoid the phone call.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be pretty hard to do the steep turns today when you do not have the horizon.
Yeah.
But you feel how stable is it? Right, you read about the weather, right? About the stability and
Yeah.
unstable
Yeah.
atmosphere.
Yeah, the stable air tends to be lower visibility.
Yep. That's what we have. But again, still, you can look 10 miles ahead of you.
Yeah.
So there is like no restrictions, but when you fly and you feel like it's not so pleasant conditions.
Alright. Alright, let's climb to 3,500.
Okay.
Very, very smooth.
Yeah. And today you have an ability to see how the clouds look and what in the clouds are. That's from the ground, it looks like something white, but when they come closer, it's just a small water vapor.
Yeah.
Which can settle together.
Alright, so this is Greenwood Lake and that's the airport there.
Okay.
Right? Well, and there's the hilltop, alright.
And you see the clouds are mostly over the water, like in no wind condition. Yeah, the water is going up and prefer the clouds.
Slightly cooler over the water, right? So that makes the clouds form a little?
Yeah, probably. It's could be different. Oh, yeah, let's see, have a look at this clouds.
I might need to... I'm going to maybe go to 4.
Okay.
Since I already
Yeah, I
went
mean, it's
past.
still clear. We'll see how the clouds look in the practice. There is still clouds in the practice area. We'll see. Alright, let's go to 35. I'll try to stay above. Yeah, it looks like we're just level with clouds.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try to stay above. Let's go to 45. Remember what is your minimums with the clouds to fly through over the clouds?
500 feet below, 1,000 feet above, and 2,000 feet laterally.
Yep.
That's... normally it changes. I think Class G is different.
Yeah, but we
Delta
know
Bravo,
at which
whatever.
class we are now. Which class of airspace we're now.
Right. E? No, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Alright, good.
Goal here is up to 700, and from 700 if
Right.
there is no overline
Okay.
airspace, it's like up to the Bravo. Which clouds you can fly over? Because you cannot fly over overcast, right? You have to see the...
I think it's
So let's translate it. What clouds are considering as ceiling? Which
it's
type?
not, there's broken, is that right? No.
Yep,
Broken
it's
is
a broken and overcast.
broken and overcast.
So you still could fly above the view and
Broken.
above the scattered clouds,
Right.
which probably we have now. Alright, it looks...
Well, maybe over here.
Yeah. We can start turning a little left. Yeah, because on the right it looks like broken mostly. But you still could see the ground through them.
Yeah.
Alright, and let's do on a west heading. Let's do the slow flight, yep.
Okay. Need to do clearing turns first?
I think we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, you want to do it normally, but...
Okay. Alright, west heading. Slow flights, alright.
Yeah, just level at 4,500.
Ups. Full flaps.
Just a little right. To the west.
Oh, man.
Alright, so between 50 and 60.
To the west.
Right, and let's turn south.
Off.
What you're heading?
Yeah, sorry, I was...
Let's go back to the west. And slow down the speed a little. Yeah, you don't want to cross 60. Alright, and on the west heading, let's transit direct to power of stall. So establish descent a little. 65 knots descent.
Alright, 5 knots descent. Alright. And it's been powered idle.
Yep. As soon as it stops, nose up, nose up,
Okay.
nose up, nose up, more. You don't want to speed up, you want to climb at 60.
60, right.
As soon as it shut down, the stall horn shut down, nose up.
Nose up again, okay.
Yeah, and with
And then
flaps,
I did too fast on the flaps. Yeah.
20. Then, no,
Yeah,
now
sorry,
you can,
yeah,
now
yeah,
you can,
right.
but it's 20. Then you establish positive rate of climb 10.
Right.
Positive rate of climb speed more than 70. Flaps up. Alright,
Right.
let's do one more time. Descend.
Okay. Gonna keep the...
Yeah, lower the flaps.
Okay.
So slow down your speed, descend, lower the flaps. Yeah, you can keep this. Just lower them.
Sending 65. Right. Power idle.
.20 degrees. Okay. Yep. Positive rate of climb. Make sure that it's a positive rate of climb because you now stop it out.
Up, yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
positive rate of climb is 20. Positive rate of climb more than 70. You speed up to 70.
Okay.
And only then you can ride up the flaps. Because think about this, like your ground is at 4,200.
Right, so you want to make...
If you lower all flaps, if you rise all flaps, yep. Alright, stop at 4,400, 4,500, we'll do power on stall.
Okay.
And let's turn north first, then we'll do power on stall. Yeah, make sure that you use more rudders, not ailerons. Especially on the power on. Power on is not so.
Yeah, I know the power on especially.
Power on, it's on the ailerons, should be neutral most of the time. And it's on the rudders.
So power on stall is,
it's departure stall, you just slow down the speed. Again, 65, 70. 70 is better because you do not have flaps.
right.
And the general one is maintain directional control. Yep.
I think I'm not seeing things on the horizon as much as I did before, so I'm not focusing on this like I should.
Alright, 70.
70. And it's full power pitch up.
Yep. A little smoother.
Okay.
Okay. Rudders, right?
Yep.
Not ailerons. Ailerons wouldn't help you.
Yep.
Not decrease the power, no, full
Right.
power.
Yeah.
Positive rate of climb. Let's do it a little smoother,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
So reduce power. You just want to start setting your nose a little more up. You want to let the speed pretty slow.
Okay. Alright, let's go back to north.
Yeah, and on the recovery, rudders too.
Rudders.
If you see that it goes right, left rudder,
Right.
rudder, okay?
Okay.
Alright, reduce power, slow it down to 70. And all that you need on the recovery, drop the nose
Drop the
to the
nose.
horizon.
Okay.
You don't need to drop it all the way down.
Okay.
To the horizon, speed up, go up again.
Right. 70.
Alright, full power, small but full power. Yeah, and try to keep the nose and rise it up like this. You will lose on the speed, but you will do it slowly.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
do not
this.
pull more, yep. And rudders. Okay, no. And left, rudder. Yep.
Yeah.
And nose down.
Yeah.
A little more rudder control. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard when you do not see the reference. Let's
I
do
was-
this heading.
I was trying to look at the side a little bit to see, but it's still hard to...
let's do this reference.
Alright.
Yeah, just again, slow down. And as soon as you feel that the airplane become like
Okay.
buffing and shaking,
The buffet, okay. You don't have to wait for the brake,
Yeah.
just for the buffeting.
yeah,
Okay.
buffing, or yeah, when it starts like, I don't know, become too sluggish,
Yeah.
yeah, you can recover from it. You
Okay.
don't need to wait till it
Okay.
stops. Alright, slowing down. Alright, full power. And just look at the clouds.
Yeah.
If you see them. Yeah, do not raise it up more, just keep it.
Yeah. Okay.
You still want to see something in front of you. It will be a little slower, but will more smoother.
Yeah.
A little more up. Okay, and now you're
Yeah.
recovering. As soon as you feel
Right.
this, recover.
Got it.
Nose to the horizon, speed it up, and establish positive rate of climb again. Alright, much better. And your
Okay.
heading is much better.
Yeah.
So as harder you do it, yeah, let's go down to 4,500 and turn north.
Okay.
As smoother you do it, as easy for you to control it.
Right.
If you do it pretty hard and strong, the airplane will be falling down also hard and
Right.
strong, and it's hard to like keep the nose up.
Right.
On the power off stall, the hardest thing is the recovery, because you need to add full power, flaps,
Right.
find where you can establish positive rate of climb, everything. On the power on stall, the hardest thing is not let an airplane go to the spin, keep
Right.
it coordinated. Yeah, let's go maybe to the east a little more, other side. Yeah, and you know what? You have an engine failure here.
Alright. Failure. Okay, find a place to land.
Now the first thing you do is speed, right?
Speed 68, yes. I looked at the checklist today. Alright, speed. Pitch.
Just not too much.
Yeah.
You don't want to climb. You want to keep level position
Right.
and slowing down the airplane. Okay.
Oops. Sorry. Just done that far.
Alright, so you establish the speed.
Establish the speed, find a place to land. And then
Find something long. Yeah, just lower the nose a little. Maybe you will see better.
I mean, there's fields there. Is there an airport I'm missing?
No, there is only fields here.
Yeah. Alright. There's a brown strip of land over there. We can aim
Yeah,
for.
you can use everything. Just
Yep.
make sure there is no power line, there is no trees on the threshold,
Yeah.
and it's pretty long and straight.
So, alright.
Alright.
I'm going too fast.
Yeah, just land us on this field. The elevation here is 400. And
Okay.
you have plenty of time to plan your emergency and do your checklist.
Great. So I'll go through the checklist as what I remember. It's check the fuel and
Yep.
mixture, check the throttle.
Yeah,
Clear,
I
check
will
the-
clear the
Okay.
channel it. Okay. Yeah, so you try and throttle back and forth. Not working, what else?
Working. And if that's not, working, we try the ignition starting.
Okay.
Not going. Going
Alright.
too fast.
And the engine doesn't start.
Okay, so then we're contact 121.5. We say where we are. Declare an emergency.
Okay.
And right, I'm slow, yeah. Squawk 7700 unless we have a code already.
No, even if you have, it's 7700.
Okay.
You know what ATCers see on the radar when you set the squawk 700? Your sign becomes red and
Right.
black. So they can, even if there is, you are not under the control, like right now, if I set the squawk 7700, the ATC which managed this area will see the mark, the VFR mark, which is red and which is black.
Okay.
Alright, which one is your field?
Well, I was going to land on one back here, but I'm looking at this is much longer and there's fewer trees and power lines. This whole big field's...
Okay.
There's a small house in the middle, but the whole field to the left is a huge area. So I think I'll aim for that. Not holding the speed well today.
So, and if you have the real emergency, you want to try to restart the engine all the way till you will be like pretty close to the ground, and then you start doing all emergency things. Because let's see, you do all of this now, you do all emergency, all frequencies, squawk, but then the airplane starts.
Right.
So yeah, usually like at this point, if you try everything, if it's take like 2,000 feet, 3,000 feet, it still doesn't start.
Right.
Yeah, then you're securing it. And after you put the frequency, you set on the you set the squawk. You want to, when you will be close, you want to secure an airplane, right? You want to secure an engine.
Right. That's turning the power off. Make sure cut off.
Yeah, make
fuel
sure
cut off.
Fuel cut off.
All right.
Magnetors out. And you just leave master to make sure that you lower all flaps which you need.
Right. Okay. But I think I can do a 360 here. It's a pretty big field.
Which one? This green one?
The big green one there, the huge. There's one tree in the middle there.
Yeah,
there's a few
power lines
by the front, but I was thinking if I aim for a third out, since it was such a big field.
Alright, just bring it there.
Flaps, because I think we're high.
Watch your speed.
If I come in along the way things are planted, that should be smoother. Right.
Yeah, you probably could land right in the middle. Alright, let's go around, just smooth power, smooth. Alright, and 20 flaps.
Go too fast.
Yeah, and do not forget that you trim it to nose up, right? So you can... Nope, nose down.
Yep.
Yeah, the approach is fine.
A little.
It's still like you're by these power lines. These power lines is decrease all of the pluses of this field, because you can choose a little shorter but with no power lines, and it will be the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, over here there is a lot of fields, and today we do not care about the wind because wind is not like 3 knots. But yeah, if you want, if there is a wind, you want to make sure that you land into the wind.
The wind, right.
And yeah, in this area especially, there is a lot of fields when there is like, if you take this one yellow in front of us, there is nothing in front of it, so you can come pretty low and let just at the beginning of this field.
Right.
Drop enough distance to stop, yeah.
Okay.
Even all of these fields, oh, this is maybe small. You want to do something bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, and try to see the field which is the hardest one.
Right.
Not the
freshly plowed or anything like that.
Yeah. That's why when you do not have a lot of choice.
Right.
Yeah, you want to land somewhere, but when you have a lot of choices, yeah, especially when you're high on an altitude, take a little time to find your perfect field. Alright, let's go to 20. Let's go west, maybe 240.
Okay.
And let's go to 3500. We'll do steep turns.
3500 steep turns. All right.
Did we go with you through the how to lean the mixture?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. When we get usually above 3,000, or is it even lower?
It's even lower if you have a very hot day. Like not very dense air. Yeah, you want to. You can lean it even below.
Okay.
But anyway, when we do the maneuvers, they still want to be on a full mixture.
Yeah.
But when you fly, like if you fly to the practice area and from the practice area, you can lean it a little. Maybe not till the engine starts dropping, and then at power, maybe just a little to make your like full flow, 10, 9. Yeah. And yeah, just do not forget then.
Right.
Do pre-maneuver checklist to check everything.
Right. Full mixture, rich.
Yeah. Alright, let's go a little more left. Let's go left.
Okay.
This one. And about the airports, in this area, if you over the field, there is no airports. There is one airport more north or close to the ridge.
Is it Sussex? Or no?
It's Randall. Sussex,
Randall,
we're coming now toward it. It's somewhere. It have to be right in front of us somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe under some clouds, hard to see.
Yeah, so if you see the area like this,
you
probably can search for an airport. But again, it shouldn't be like it's not your goal.
Sure.
It's like just in case. And again, if you have an altitude, just make a small turn to the right, small turn to the left. Just make sure that you see everything below you too, because it could be some perfect field right below.
Right.
Alright, so the level 3,500. Yeah, so set up your airplane for the steep turn, maneuvering speed.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah, we're actually coming straight to Sussex. Should be somewhere a little left and below you.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah, so Sussex is more like on the northwest. Randall is direct. If you will keep flying north from the new past practice area, if you will keep flying north, there will be Randall Airport.
Okay. So moving speed's 90?
It's below 99, below 95, I would say.
Okay.
So yeah, if you keep 90, will be pretty good.
Okay.
Just make sure that it's not drop below 80.
Right.
On the maneuver.
Alright. Right, 90. Steep turn to the left. Okay.
Yeah, on the recovery, do not lower it so much. Go a little up. And if you hear that the engine starts working pretty like calm, add a little power.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, you can stay on this one.
2-1. Alright. So we'll go to the right.
Yeah, just make sure that your speed is fine.
Yeah. Also watch
First,
the
yeah,
clouds.
can speed up a little.
Alright.
3,500. Yeah, do not enter the maneuver when you're in descent or in it.
Alright, let me clamp up.
Yeah, 2,000 for steep touring. On 2,000 on RPM, it's not too much. 21, 22, maybe 22, maybe it's too much.
Okay.
But 21, between 21 and 22 should be fine.
Okay.
And it's with me. If you will fly your stage check with Kyle,
Right.
it's a little heavier, so you want to be, your maneuvering speed could be a little higher.
A little higher, right. Good.
And, yep,
Okay.
probably need more power.
Alright.
Alright, just establish straight and level with the speed, with altitude, with direction. And yeah, we'll do turn to the right.
Okay. Alright. Level.
A little more
Yeah.
back. Yeah, and you see how you start immediately climbing? More. More in the bank. Do not recover from it. Okay.
Alright.
And level.
Too far, yeah.
Yeah, just do not push it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, level. Okay. Alright, right one was better. Let's do one more left.
Okay. Level, alright.
A little less on the bank and more up. Oh, there is an airplane. Flying. Yeah, we're fine.
Not good on altitude there.
And it's too short. You can level up. Yeah, we'll do one more time. Just fly forward for a little bit. Control your bank more. More scanning instruments. You go outside but still scan it. Is it enough bank? And you establish the bank. It could be very, very small curve, but you cannot establish the bank and then put your yoke opposite direction forward.
Right.
Because you will immediately level.
Right.
And as soon as you level, you will nose up. Or if you will go nose down, you will reduce the bank, it will help you to keep an altitude.
Right.
At the same time, it's a 30 degrees. You have to be within 10 degrees. You can shallow your bank up to 40, maybe 35 maximum.
Right.
But 30 is too much.
Okay.
Alright, so let's do left one more time.
Okay.
Yeah, just...
Okay, left turn.
You pass 30, start rising up it. More up. And less on the bank a little. And more up. Less on the bank. Still too much. Less. You go up to commercial.
Yeah.
And it's in this situation, the 5 degrees of bank, if you increase to 45, yeah, this you're 45 degrees.
Yeah.
Okay? But if you increase it to 55, it's much harder to keep.
Right.
Just keep turning.
Okay.
One more turn. Reduce it. I know that you do not see the horizon, but you have to feel by how it's pushing you down, that it's too much on the bank. Yeah, just keep going.
Okay.
Whoa!
What?
There is an... No, keep turning, keep turning.
Oh, I see him, yeah.
There is just another airplane, which is right below us. Alright, and let's exit on the south heading.
Okay.
Yep, somewhere here. Alright, I hope he sees us. Or he saw us.
Yeah, alright, I see him. Back there, alright.
Yeah, because I saw him go in this direction, going to the north.
They must have turned.
Yeah, but then he turned, I think. Alright, let's go home.
Alright.
Yeah, we'll practice the steep turns more.
Yeah, I don't know, it was...
The right one is good, but the right one is easier. The left
Yeah.
one is a little harder, so...
The angle was different, and also the sun, I lose the horizon and the instruments because of the glare of the sun on part of the turn. Alright, let me level off and reset the heading. Good. It's actually up, right?
No, it's between 150 and the south.
Oh, wrong way, yeah. 60. 65. Yep. Right, okay. Alright, 3500, so we'll head back south and see if we can find anything in the clouds. If I trim, if I lean the mixture, should I just turn a few turns or pull it out a little bit?
No,
or
not pull.
Just...
In an area, you just turn it.
Okay.
And just add a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be afraid to turn it.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be fine. Just a little bit. I mean,
Okay.
you can go up to rough enough engine.
Alright.
But it's when you do the long cross country, yeah, that should be probably good. But if you're like need to fly just 10 miles, this will be enough.
Okay.
Keep it clear. Yeah, I think it will be pretty hard to see something today until you appears right over it. Like if it's the day like today, what could be the best choice to find?
The VOR, Sparta, which I had set 115.7 before we left, but we need to identify it.
Do not set it too high yet. In the middle, no, pull it.
Is it?
But you also want to press
Oh, right,
here.
yes, that one.
KCDW-10. Ceiling 15,000 broken. 23,000 broken. Temperature 2.
Alright, and let's go direct to Sparta.
Okay, so that...
And you're pretty close to it,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah, very close, right?
Okay, just level. Yeah, you're almost over it. Okay. Do you remember the radial after?
145, is that right?
Yeah, I think it's 140.
40, I did look briefly at the chart today to try to remember that. I couldn't remember. I thought it was 14 or something, so alright.
You can use 145.
145, okay.
Yeah, but first you want to pass
Either
it
way.
through, so you want to go direct to it.
Keep it there until it flips
Yeah,
from...
when it flips to
Right.
home, then you set 145. Yeah. May I have the flight controls
Yes,
for a second?
air controls.
Look at the left.
Oh, I see it there, yeah, okay.
This is your viewer.
Got it.
Alright, and now we're going to intercept 145.
Okay.
And from this viewer, you slowly can start descent to 2500. To stay below the Bravo, because the viewer is... How many miles? Let me see. Like... Oh no, it's pretty far. I still have 9 miles, but... Again,
Right.
if you follow the viewer, it's better just to stay low. And at
Right.
this moment, so you're 15 degrees difference,
Yeah.
keep it, because you're close to viewer,
Right.
it's very sensitive.
Exactly. Okay.
Wait till you fly like for a mile for a little bit, then, because if you will do 30 degrees, it will do like this.
It'll swing too much, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you just pass it. So you now will come in closer to your radial, and let's start descent to stay below these clouds.
Okay.
Our radial, we want to
Yep.
like go below, do not enter it.
Square leg? No. That's
no.
further, the direction, right? Pull off.
Yeah, it's not the square. It's
Right.
This is the rectangular lake.
Right,
yeah.
not square leg, yeah, sorry, rectangular.
Yeah,
the
square
square leg is
leg
the
is
small one by
small.
the thing. Yeah, I was thinking the one with the rectangular leg.
Yeah, but this is it.
Oh,
And
okay.
the golf
Oh.
course next to it.
Right,
Yeah.
okay. Alright, let me stay.
Yeah, and you see your radial is coming back. So you can just level, because this one is bringing you straight to Coldwell.
Right.
But again, if you find the rectangular lake, yeah, you could be able to find the pontoon, everything, or you can just keep going straight, taking this radial, and it will bring you straight to airport. Okay, and let's listen on natives.
I wanted to stop descending.
Yeah, sure.
I did.
Yeah, maybe even climb a little.
Yeah, we're...
This one is more hardest direction to coming back, because you, in this visibility you do not see pretty good the Hapatonic Lake,
Yeah,
and you do not see the Monaco. Even if you see, it's pretty hard to recognize it.
yeah.
So it's every time, if you're not sure, just use the viewer. If you see that you're not directly to the north, probably the easiest way.
Okay. Off the heading. Right. Get the 2500. 02.
Localizer approaches in use. Landing runway 22 right traffic, departing runway 22 and runway 28. Traffic advisories. More sounds, runway 23 is in use. Advise maintain VFR at or below 1,500 feet.
And you're now right over the Scorpion Lake.
2,000 feet.
This is the tail of its lake.
Notice Airman, onward power
Here
lines
it's
1 mile
separated.
south, southwest of 2 miles east, 653 feet AMSL, 155 feet AGL. Advise on initial contact, you have ATIS information. Echo.
Go. I hear the wind. So runway 22.
Caldwell Tower, ATIS information Echo, 1253 Zulu. Wind variable at 5, visibility 10, clear below 12,000, temperature 27 dew point 21, altimeter 3000. Localizer approaches in
000. Alright.
Do you see the Bunton?
Once we pass your field.
That's splitting over there with the small islands.
127.6.
27.6, 2 Lima, thanks.
Connor, 2 Lima. Actually, I could figure chain approved. Contact New York 127.6. Have a nice day, sir.
Over to 27.6, thanks for your help. Good day, 2 Lima.
So if you see the Bunton, you know that now you're like, I mean the Bunton you would be 6 miles from an airport, so now you're like 7, maybe 8.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where the...
So on the left of you, the Wanakoo Reservoir.
Right. So that's where we came in.
And right in front of you is the Lincoln Park Airport, which is 5 miles.
Oh, I see, to this, right?
Yeah, so over the hill you will be like 6 miles from an airport.
Right, so we're 6 miles north, west, north?
It's northwest.
Northwest?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Alright. This is like 7 miles here then?
6.
6 miles? Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I see. Alright.
Caldwell Tower, Skyhawk 677 Delta Mike, 6 miles northwest, inbound, full stop. With information, Echo.
Tower 677 Delta Mike, Caldwell Tower, right base runway 22, report passing Lincoln Park water tank.
Right base runway 22, report passing Lincoln Park Water Tower, 67 Delta Mike.
Alright, so now when you pass the hill, you can descend to 1500, even to 12, because on a water tank you want to be 12. And let me know when you will see the water tank.
Yeah, alright.
In an airport if you see it.
Overall, this is Skyhawk 733 Charlie Lima. We are on.
So is that the airport right over there then?
Inbound for landing.
Yep, on the right.
At like 1:32 o'clock?
Okay. Charlie Lima, Caldwell Tower, enter right down runway 22, report midfield.
Do you see the water tank?
Is it just off the nose a little bit? Okay.
You see this reach? It's on the reach somewhere. So if you find the Lincoln Park, you just look in right till you see the reach, and you just go on the top of this reach, and you will find it. Yeah. So you want to pass over the water tank
at 1200.
1200, and yeah. So your base is from water tank to left part of the Wilbur Pole, which is right in front of you.
22, report midfield, 3 Charlie Lima.
Thank you.
So how do I announce this? Just 67 Delta Mike over the Lincoln Park
Over the
water
water tank, yep.
Okay.
Skyhawk 677 Delta Mike's over the Lincoln Park Water Tower.
Center 7 Delta Mike, wind 2405, runway 22, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 22, 67 Delta Mike.
Center 93 Echo, continue your turn. Center 3 Charlie Lima, traffic just approaching the Lincoln Park Water Tower on the right downwind. You have in sight?
Traffic in sight, 3 Charlie Lima.
3 Charlie Lima, follow that traffic.
We'll follow traffic, 3 Charlie Lima.
Center 7 Delta Mike, wind 2506, runway 22, clear to land.
Clear to land, 67 Delta Mike, runway 22.
Extra clear.
Yeah. Forgot that he gave us the clearance already.
Not doing this well.
Direct open fair, runway 22.
Center 93 Echo, wind 2606, runway 22, clear, touch and go. Number 2, following traffic on final.
Clear, touch and go. Have the traffic on final side, 93 Echo, runway 22.
Center 3 Charlie Lima, number 3, following the Cessna downwind, runway 22, clear to land, wind 2607.
3 Charlie Lima requesting touch and go, for 22.
Center 3 Charlie Lima, runway 22, clear, touch and go. Make right close traffic.
Runway 22, clear, touch and go, right close traffic, 3 Charlie Lima.
I reduced the power, you were so high.
I always end up coming in too high. I know it's better to be a little high, but I always feel like I come in too high.
Yeah, reduce it to idle. Keep it idle.
Yeah.
If you will need, you can add power at all time, but... And it's a little crosswind. So yeah, control by ailerons and... So nose down, nose down, nose down. Now level and look at the end of the runway.
Right.
Yeah, it was so long. You fly like it, 1 feet over the ground.
7 Delta Mike, left at Delta, ground point 9, good day.
Left at Delta, ground point 9er, 67 Delta Mike.
I just said, land, and still like flying. Alright, just rise up the nose wheel a little. Have to be smoother a little.
Okay. Here. Throttle out. Never turn on my landing. And then we switch this to keep an altitude. Stand by.
Yep.
Okay.
Ground.
Call ground, Skyhawk 677 Delta Mike, at off 22 Delta, taxiing to Airfleet.
Center 7 Delta Mike, taxi Airfleet via Papa November Alpha, good day.
Airfleet via Papa November Alpha, 67 Delta Mike.
Yeah, so it's every time on the right, the place where you are now.
Oh.
Then you can
I see.
Yep.
Right, Papa. That's got it.
Delta, yep. Alright, good. I'm happy that you remember everything. Just a little with steep turns, but the rest of the maneuvers pretty good. Landing, killing.
Every time I've done the landings, I feel like I always do the final up too high. Like I know it's better to be a little high, but I always feel like I get
Yeah, so if you feel that you're high, fix
Yeah.
it. Reduce
Yeah.
the power to idle. Do not keep until you become over the threshold
Yeah,
of 1,000
the drop.
feet, and you understand that you need to like do the sleep or something else.
Yeah.
And leveling off when you're over the runway.
Hmm?
Put yourself a little closer to the ground before you start leveling off.
Okay.
Because if you will do it too high, you will level off on the power idle, you will lose the speed pretty fast, and then the airplane is pretty high altitude to drop down. If you do it close to the ground, then you just start pulling up a little and the airplane smooth land. But if you do it too high, you slow down, and then it's smooth. It will not be smooth landing because the altitude is too high.
Right. Okay.
So just coming in, put the nose down a little longer, coming into the ground, then level, then look at the end of the runway. And yeah, it was a good land. It's just an airplane don't want to land for so long.
I think since we're coming in so steep, we had the extra speed to.
Yep. 70. If you come at 70 in no wind, even if the small wind condition, yeah, your flare will be very long. 60, 65 should be on the short final. So at the moment when you're leveling off, you are 60, and then you just slow down 5 knots and touch down immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, we have lesson on Sunday, right?
Yes. Sunday noon.
Yeah, so the Trump will be here. We will just file the flight. I think we flew last time, right, with the Trump too?
Yeah, same thing.
We'll do the same thing, just we will go to maybe Orange County Airport.
Okay.
Just all the way to Orange County Airport. We'll do a couple touch and goes there.
Okay.
Tower 93 Echo, wind 270 at 7, runway 22, cleared, touch and go.
And on the way back, just do the steep turns.
Okay.
On the way there, we'll maybe do emergency somewhere
Tower 93
close to
Echo,
Orange
runway
County.
22,
We'll do a
clear
couple
line.
touch and goes in Orange County.
Okay.
Steep turns on the way back. And back to go, because we can do in Coldwell only one landing.
Right.
So we want to practice a little touch and goes.
Okay.
Yeah, and if everything looks fine, yep, can try go to state check.
All right.
Center 3 Charlie, Lima, number 2, following traffic in the downwind to base. Wind 2908, runway 22, clear for the option.
That's. Oops. Pull
Vice
or
versa, no. You just lean it.
keep it lean and then
Yeah,
up
you
to.
want to keep it lean
and
and
then
up to
1500
1500.
for. All right.
Okay, and avionics first, and then you will shut down.
Okay.
One more thing you want to do? Still every time I talk to verify with a checklist that you do everything. Because you can be in rush, you can be like on something and yeah, just forget it. forget to put the numbers. Do not forget the keys.
Got it.
Alright, allow me to inside.
Alright.
Do
Thanks.
not forget the camera.
Yes.